Thanks for tuning in to today's broadcast of a live sports event featuring the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes. Today's broadcast is being streamed by and is under the authority of AA Sports Properties. Today's broadcast is made possible because of the generous support of the following sponsors: the Abernathy Independent School District, First State Bank, Clark Riley Insurance, Abernathy's First Baptist Church, Abel Funeral Home and Flower Shop, JC Refrigeration, Cooling and Heating, Nan Riley with Remax Realtors, St. Clair and Massey Orthodontics, Nutri and Ag Solutions, Vista Bank, Ty Horsford with Movements Real Estate, Plains Land Bank, South Plains Auto Ranch, City Gin, and City Gin Cotton Warehouse. To join these fine businesses and to show your support for the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes on our broadcasts, you can call or text us at 806-773-4658. Again, thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast of this live sports event featuring the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes. Well, good evening, Abernathy, Texas, and good evening, fans of the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes. As for the first time in almost a month, welcome into the friendly confines of Antelope Stadium tonight here in Abernathy, Texas, as the Abernathy Antelopes look to make it 2 straight to open district play as they play host to the Roosevelt Eagles. Good evening, and thank you for joining us, a voice of the Antelopes. Ty Horsford with you tonight, a beautiful fall Friday night in West Texas, and we're under the lights here at Antelope Stadium. And in a rematch from last year's regional final that sees the Abernathy Antelopes looking to avenge that loss from a season ago. As Abernathy, the Antelopes come into tonight's ball game at 4-2 overall on the season. They are 1-0 in district play, while tonight the Roosevelt Eagles are 3-3 on the season, and they are also 1-0 in district play. As both of these teams opened district the right way last Friday night as they both notched wins, as the Roosevelt Eagles downed the Stanton Buffaloes 39-14, while the Abernathy Antelopes got an impressive win on the road in Idalou as they topped the Idalou Wildcats 20-3 in what was an absolute defensive showcase last Friday night at Taylor Riddell Field there in Idalou, Texas, for the Abernathy Antelopes. We mentioned the last time these two teams met was the Class 3A Division II Regional Finals last year at Jones AT&T Stadium on the campus of Texas Tech University. And in that contest, it was the Roosevelt Eagles punching their first ever ticket to the state semifinals as they got a 36-14 win over the Abernathy Antelopes, ending the Antelope season a year ago. So Abernathy looking to avenge actually 2 losses to Roosevelt, as Roosevelt also knocked off the Antelopes in district play last year in a wild game out in Acuff, a game that Abernathy had a big lead in the fourth quarter, and Roosevelt rallied to win it. As the Roosevelt coming off their best season in school history last year, again, 15-1 the Eagles went. Their lone loss came in the state semifinals to Gunter. Let's take a look tonight at the Roosevelt Eagles, as after starting the year with 3 straight losses, after that run a year ago, they were 0-3 to begin this season. The Eagles have now won 3 in a row, as their losses came to River Road 15-12, Hawley 33-0, and Brownfield 49-34. Since then, they've notched wins over Slayton 33-22, Sundown 29-26, and the before mentioned Stanton Buffaloes 39-14. Offensively, Roosevelt comes into this one tonight averaging 24.5 points per game, while defensively they are surrendering 26.5 points per contest. Offensively, the Eagles are about as one-dimensional as they come. There is no balance with this Roosevelt's Eagle offense, as these statistics almost don't even sound real, but they have completed just 3 passes all year. 3 of 12 are the Roosevelt Eagles throwing the football, and they've thrown for less than 100 yards on the season. It was their heralded rushing attack that led the Eagles to the state semifinals last year, and they run that same option offensive look this year as well. They are averaging 286.5 yards on the ground as a team per contest. So that's going to be the name of the game tonight for the Abernathy Antelope defense, is stopping that Roosevelt rushing attack. Some players to keep an eye on for the Eagles, as Tavo Rodriguez, 93 yards on the ground per game to lead the team. But then they've got guys in Sebastian Sandoval, Hunter Woods, Nate Casares, and Angel Oliveras, all averaging over 40 yards rushing per Friday night. And so they're a double-edged sword, if you will, are the Eagles. Actually, they're about a 6-edged sword, as they've got 5 or 6 guys in that backfield that they can give the ball to on any given play. And so they're going to line up and they're going to try and win the battle at the line of scrimmage. In a lot of ways, that plays into the strength of this Abernathy Antelope defense. So tonight it may be strength against strength, as both of the sets of team captains are currently making their way out to midfield for tonight's coin toss, as we're about 6 minutes or so away from the anthem and the kickoff tonight from Abernathy's Antelope Stadium here in Abernathy, Texas. As tonight, let's switch gears just a little bit, and let's talk about the Abernathy Antelopes, as the Antelopes coming off their most impressive performance of the season last Friday night. We mentioned in that 20-3 win over the Idalou Wildcats, a game where they surrendered just over 100 yards of total offense, and maybe even more impressive than that, just 24 yards of total offense for Idalou in the first half of that ball game last week, allowing Abernathy to get out to a 14-0 lead at the half on their way to a 20-3 win to open district play. The Lopes averaging just shy of 30 points offensively per contest, while they are only giving up 12 points per game. Really, the key for Abernathy has been when they take care of the football and don't turn it over, they have been successful. They are their own worst enemy, are the Antelopes, when they struggle. Some names to keep an eye on tonight for the Abernathy Antelopes. Alan Macias, he's Abernathy's leading rusher out of the backfield. He had 90 yards on 24 carries. He was a workhorse for the Antelopes last week against the Wildcats. And then Rolando Martinez, he may not touch the ball a ton, but when he does, he makes them count. He had 2 rushes last week, both for Antelope touchdowns in that win over Idalou. It was almost as if you got a heavy dose of Macias, and then you catch the defense off guard by giving it to a very capable back in Rolando Martinez. Also keep an eye on Cash Garcia. He was big last week for the Antelopes as well. He's a beast on defense and special teams, as he kind of got Abernathy going last week in the second quarter, as he had a blocked punt, scoop, and score to set the tone and get Abernathy on the board in Idalou last Friday night. So keep an eye on those guys as well. As both teams have taken the field tonight at Antelope Stadium here in Abernathy, Roosevelt donning the all-white uniforms trimmed in maroon tonight, while the Antelopes in the home maroons trimmed in white. It's about time for the national anthem, so let's swing it out to midfield this evening as they honor America here prior to the tip-off or kickoff between the Antelopes and the Eagles.
Please remain standing as the Abernathy band will play our national anthem.
And there you have it tonight, the final note of tonight's national anthem prior to the kickoff between the Abernathy Antelopes and the Roosevelt Eagles. Once again, voice of the Antelopes, Ty Horsford high atop Antelope Field tonight, getting you ready for the kickoff. We are just about set for it this evening as the Abernathy Antelopes and the Roosevelt Eagles look to kind of stake a claim at the top of the district standings after 2 weeks here tonight. Both of these teams at 1-0 in district play. The district standings coming into this one here tonight. The Antelopes, the Eagles, and the Coahoma Bulldogs all enter this evening at 1-0. And the Roosevelt or the Idalou Wildcats, Littlefield Wildcats, and Stanton Buffaloes are all looking for their first district wins of the season here tonight. So let's kick this thing off. The Antelopes win the opening toss, and they want the football first here this evening. The Antelopes wearing maroon will be heading left to right on your internet dial. That is north to south, or Plainview to Lubbock, if you will, here at the kickoff. We are underway from Antelope Stadium. It's an end-over-end kick, returnable from the 8-yard line. Coming back to the near side, right up the middle of the field for the Antelopes, goes number 22, Rolando Martinez, and it'll be first down and 10 for Abernathy. His flag does come in during the return. Let's check the penalty marker as Rolando took it out across the 20. But it is a hold against Abernathy during the return, and if there was one negative to come out of the win for Abernathy last Friday in Idalou, it was definitely penalties. Over 100 yards in penalties against Abernathy last Friday, something they're really hoping to clean up this evening. But that'll back Abernathy up inside their own 10-yard line as they begin this opening drive of the contest. It'll back the Antelopes up to their own 7-yard line as we see the offense for the first time led by quarterback Caleb Harrell out onto the field. Harrell takes almost every snap from the shotgun. He will here as well. Abernathy tightens up the formation a little bit. One receiver spread to each side of the field here for Abernathy as Harrell is in the gun. He takes the snap. It's going to be a design quarterback keeper to the near side. Harrell gets to the 15. He's got a first down and more out across the 20-yard line. That first down brought to you by Abernathy's First Baptist Church. on the first Abernathy offensive snap of the night. Caleb Harrell on the quarterback keeper takes it for about 15 yards, and he'll move the chains for the Antelopes. First down and 10. Gives them a little bit of breathing room out to the 22. Trips to the near side there's a quick screen pass by Harrell to the near side. It is caught, and turning it upfield goes Ethan Paez out near the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 yards on first down, and it will quickly be second down and 2 here for the Antelopes. Abernathy, when they're clicking on offense, they like to move quickly. Once again, no huddle to the line of scrimmage. Tight formation. Handoff comes as making a man miss in the backfield and getting across the 35-yard line as there goes number 21, Alan Macias, his first touch of the night. It's another First Baptist Church first down, and the Antelopes on the move here on their opening drive of the night from Antelope Stadium against the Roosevelt Eagle defense. As they've got it out at the 38-yard line, once again in the shotgun is Harrell. Once again, he hands it off right up the middle as Macias bounces off a defender and is dropped pretty quickly that time. As Jackson, or check that for the Eagles, it was Aiden Russell making the tackle. Another screen pass to the near side. It is caught by Ethan Paez, and this time, once again, the Roosevelt Eagle defense is there. A loss of yardage on the play is for Roosevelt. That time, it's number 88, Noah Salas, making the stop. And it's a big third down and 11 now as Roosevelt's defense tries to rise to the occasion. In the shotgun is Harrell on a big third and long here on Abernathy's opening drive of the night. Now he kind of slows things down a little bit and looks to the sideline. There's a snap, but Abernathy moved early. It's going to be offsides against the Antelopes as there was movement up front on that offensive line. And after Abernathy was kind of bang out of the box, they're going in the wrong direction now as that backs the Antelopes back up inside the 35-yard line. And it will be third down and long. As Harrell is in the shotgun, they need to get out to the 48-yard line here to move the sticks on third and long. In the shotgun is Caleb Harrell. Harrell takes the snap with an empty backfield, looking to throw to the near side. It's a sideline pattern across the 45. It is caught by Paez at the 46. He is short of a first down, but there is a flag on the play, and it's a block in the back against Abernathy. And so the self-inflicted wounds for the Antelopes continue. And that will negate what was about a 14-yard pickup on the play. And we talked about it in the get-go. When Abernathy has struggled this year, it's been kind of them hurting themselves, either via the turnover or via the penalty flag. So third down and a really long ways now for Abernathy as they're backed up at their own 20-yard line, having to get to the 48-yard line. Third and 28, a design draw up the middle by the quarterback, Harrell. It's a short gain to the 24-yard line, and Abernathy's going to have to punt. So after a promising start to the opening drive for the Abernathy Antelopes, it's the Roosevelt defense making a stand and holding. And it will be fourth down and long. The Antelopes will have to punt. Roosevelt should get pretty good field position out of this as well, as Ethan Paez lines up to punt for the Antelopes, puts his foot into it. It's a booming kick by Paez that takes an Abernathy bounce inside the 35-yard line. So Paez with a good leg kind of reverses the field a little bit with the punt, but it will be first down and 10 for the Roosevelt Eagles as we will get a first look at the Eagle offense here tonight, as they will begin this opening drive, first down and 10 from their own 30. A bunched tight formation. And a pitch going to the far side. And Roosevelt on the first play from scrimmage is going to throw the football for just the 13th time this year. And it is going to go all the way down inside the 10-yard line, completely catching the Abernathy defense off guard as the pitch pass, if you will, complete, as there was nobody in coverage for the Abernathy Antelopes. As Roosevelt kind of pulls out the trickery early as Colin Lemons hauls in the catch, and it's first down and goal for the Roosevelt Eagles, just like that, inside the 5-yard line. Wow. As taking the snap under center, handing it off up the middle, it goes to number 24 for the Eagles. That is Angel Oliveras, and from 4 yards out, he's into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. And so we talked about the heralded rushing attack for the Eagles coming in. It is about a 70-yard pass play, almost equaling the total number of passing yards they have had all season in one play. And the Eagles strike first. They're on the board 7-0 pending the PAT. Not the ideal start for the Antelopes as Sebastian Sandoval to attempt the point after here for the Eagles. The hold is there, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 8:53 left to play in the first quarter, it's Roosevelt on the board. They lead Abernathy 7-0. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football. You don't have to travel across the state to find a used car. South Plains Auto Ranch, right here in Abernathy, has you covered. Austin and his team are ready to go to work for you to get you in your new ride. With in-house financing available, South Plains Auto Ranch is a win-win situation. Come see us today on South Avenue D in Abernathy, or give us a call at 298-2200. We are behind the Lopes and Lady Lopes this season. As welcome back here to Antelope Stadium in Abernathy, Texas, and it is the Roosevelt Eagles who strike first this evening. Trickery out of the bag on their first offensive snap. Goes for a huge pass play to Colin Lemons, and from there, the Eagles punch it in. Abernathy on the ensuing kickoff, brought to you by the South Plains Auto Ranch, running it back out across the 20-yard line to the 22. Ethan Macias on the return, and we'll get the second look at the Antelope offense here tonight. As here come the Antelopes, Caleb Harrell in the gun with two receivers spread to both sides. Hands the ball off. It's a sweet play to Alan Macias, and he is caught from behind by Aiden Russell, number 2, after a gain of 3 yards on first down. And it will be 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Antelopes from the 25-yard line. In the shotgun is Harrell again on 2nd down and 7. Fakes the handoff, circles around, looking for a little bit of a slip screen, and it's completely covered up by Roosevelt as the pass complete to Macias, but in coverage was Noah Salas for a loss of 2 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down and 9 coming up here for the Abernathy Antelopes. Roosevelt leading 7-0 here in the first quarter as the Eagles out to a fast start tonight. In the gun is Harrell, empty backfield. On the run, bootleg to the left. He throws it for a first down across the 35-yard line as he finds number 11, Jake Revilla, in the Roosevelt secondary, and that's a First Baptist Church first down. That's a nice-looking play and a good grab by Revilla near the 40-yard line. First down and 10, out to the 39. In the shotgun again is Harrell. He takes the snap. He hands the ball off. Macias, sweep to the left and a huge hole into Antelope territory. He steamrolls the defender inside the 40, down near the 35-yard line. It's another First Baptist Church first down, and the Antelopes have it in Roosevelt territory for the first time tonight. 7:18 and counting left to play here in the opening quarter. In the shotgun again, there's the snap. Harrell going to keep it up the middle on a design quarterback keeper inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 9 yards for the Antelope quarterback. And it'll be another first down for the Antelopes, brought to you by First Baptist Church. First down and 10 as they take it to the 26-yard line. In the shotgun again is Harrell. Once again, the handoff goes to the near side. Once again, it is Macias putting his head down near the 20. A gain of 5 yards on first down for Alan Macias. And it'll be second down and 5 coming up here for the Antelopes as they've got it to the 21-yard line. Abernathy trying to equalize that opening score by Roosevelt and get this thing back even. In the shotgun again is Harrell, but now he pauses and looks over to the Antelope sideline. In the gun as Harrell takes the snap. He's going to take off left. This is a design keep. He gets the corner inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be first down and goal for the Abernathy Antelope. As once again Caleb Harrell on the quarterback keep takes it inside the 10 where it'll be first down and goal. Again, first downs on our broadcast brought to you by the First Baptist Church. Inside of 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Abernathy trailing 7-0. They're looking to change that here, though. Another design keep by Harrell, and this time he is wrapped up as he gets back to the line of scrimmage by Nathan Casares, number 7, as may have gotten back to the line, and that's it for Harrell. It'll be second down and goal from near the 9-yard line for the Abernathy Antelopes. As we go inside of 5.5 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. In the gun again is Caleb. He takes the snap. He hands it off. Huge gaping hole up the middle for Monkey, they call him. It's Alan Macias into the end zone for an Abernathy Antelope touchdown, brought to you by Abernathy's First State Bank. And Abernathy is on the board and a PAT away from tying things up. As Vyacheslav Timanchenko on to attempt the point after here for the Lopes. The hold is good. The kick is up. The kick is good. And with 5:19 left in the first half or first quarter, we are tied at 7. We'll take a break. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football. Do you have insurance needs? Then your first call needs to be to Clark Riley Insurance in Abernathy. Whether it's personal or business, home or farm, we have you covered with over 30 years of experience. We are locally owned and operated and are proud to call Abernathy home. If we can serve you in any way, stop by and see us on the West Service Road in Abernathy, or give us a call today at 806-298-2591. We are always proud of our Lopes and Lady Lopes and are backing you all the way this year. As once again, good evening and welcome back here to Antelope Stadium in Abernathy. All tied up at 7, the Abernathy Antelopes and the Roosevelt Eagles. 5:19 left to play in the first quarter as the Antelopes set to kick it off. This kickoff brought to you by the South Plains Auto Ranch here in Abernathy. And it is an end-over-end kick that is going to angle towards the sideline and go out of bounds. And that's going to be a free kick out of bounds charged against Abernathy as the flag flies. And it will come out to the 35-yard line. As that's one of those mistakes. Again, the Antelopes just when they've struggled, it has been penalties and turnovers that have been the Achilles heel. So keep an eye on that tonight. It'll be good starting field position for the Eagles. As Roosevelt will have it, first down and 10 from the 30-yard line on their own side of the field. 5:19 to play here in the first quarter. Nathan Cazares under center at QB for the Eagles. Cazares takes the snap, and it's a design keep as flags fly, and Cazares dropped immediately at the line of scrimmage. We'll check the penalty flag. A chop block. This time it's going to go against the Eagles, and that is going to back them up 15. That's a personal foul chop block penalty against Roosevelt. I believe that's the first flag of the night on the Eagles, and that will back them up to the 15-yard line. First down and long. Now it'll be first down and 25 for Roosevelt from their own 15 as they're kind of backed up on their own end of the field now. Let's see if the Abernathy Antelope defense, who was kind of caught off guard on the first snap of the night on a Roosevelt trick play, let's see if the Antelope defense can kind of settle in here and do what they typically do. Cazares under center, toss coming to the near side, now looking to run with it around the corner and getting the edge, and it's going to be a late hit out of bounds on Abernathy as the flags come in. As on the ball carrier that time was Hunter Woods for the Eagles, and that's going to bail out Roosevelt because it was going to be second down and long. It was going to be a decent gain, but you give Roosevelt a free first down there, a late hit out of bounds against the Abernathy Antelopes. That's a personal foul penalty, and the laundry piling up on Abernathy here in the first quarter. And that will move the ball out across the 40 to the 41-yard line. 5:10 left to play here in the first quarter, and it's a fresh set of downs for the Eagles, despite having them backed up there at first and 25. Out to the 41-yard line. Cazares under center. Roosevelt spreads no one. Everyone almost between the hashes. Handoff going up the middle and blown up as another flag comes in. Aiden Russell got the handoff, but this thing getting sloppy in a hurry as there's another flag, and it's another chop block against Roosevelt. And that must be happening at the line of scrimmage because that play doesn't take long to develop, and Abernathy defensively was there in a hurry. As that is all the way back to the 26-yard line. First down and 25 for the second time on this drive for the Antelopes, or for the Eagles against this Antelope defense. As that'll back it up to the 26 with 4:50 and counting left to play in the first quarter of the ball game. Cazares under center takes the snap. He pitches it out to the right side and getting the edge. That's a big gainer back to the original line of scrimmage. It goes to Sebastian Sandoval, and he gets 15 back. He got the penalty yards back, maybe +1. And that'll bring up a manageable second down and 10 for the Eagles out to the 41-yard line. And we have got the official on the near side was signaling for the clock to stop. I guess the play went out of bounds on the far sideline. So it'll be second and 10 from the 41 for the Eagles. Ball going to be spotted on the right hash mark. Abernathy and Roosevelt tied up at 7 as both of these teams looking to get to 2-0 in district play tonight. Abernathy victorious over Idalou, and Roosevelt winning over Stanton last Friday. Cazares under center, and there's the handoff up the middle. The Antelopes blow it up. It's Landry Miller along with Jake Revilla in the Eagle backfield. as that is going to bring up 3rd down and 10, as they're going to get credit for back to the line of scrimmage there as Roosevelt, and that's it. But Miller and Revilla blew that one up defensively for the Antelopes, and it's going to be 3rd down and 10 from the 41-yard line here for Roosevelt as we've gone inside of 4 minutes to play in the first. Again, everybody huddled right around the line of scrimmage for Roosevelt. There's another pitch, but flags are going to fly and blow this one dead. I think Roosevelt moved early this time. It's going to be a false start on the Eagles, and that is going to back them up 5 yards, as that's going to take them to the 36-yard line, and really both teams hurting themselves here in the opening quarter via the penalty flag. And it'll be 3rd down and 15 for Roosevelt, as that'll back it up to the 36-yard line with 3:28 and counting left to play in the first quarter of the ball game. We talked about coming in, this might be an extremely fast ball game tonight due to the way Roosevelt runs their offense, but so far that's not the case, and surprise, surprise, another flag blows the offensive snap dead, and it's another false start penalty against the Eagles. And I tell you what, we've got 8 or 9 penalties combined already in this first 12 minutes, as that's becoming a storyline that you really don't want to have in a football game, and that's going to back the ball up to the 31-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and long for Roosevelt, as 3rd and 15 becomes 3rd down and 20 as we go inside of 3 minutes to play here in the first. Under center again is Casares. Takes the snap. A pitch again to the near side. The Antelopes trying to stretch with it. Getting the corner, and hold your breath, is hit a little bit after he goes out of bounds is Hunter Woods, but the official will keep his flag in the pocket this time. That'll be a gain of 10 yards back to the original line of scrimmage for Woods on the toss left, but it'll be 4th down coming up for the Roosevelt Eagles. And Roosevelt will be forced to bunt, as Sebastian Sandoval will punt, and Ethan Paez will stand at about his own 25, awaiting the punt here from the Eagles Sandoval. It's a defensive stop brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions tonight for the Abernathy Antelopes. And Sandoval is going to punt it away. It's end over end, and Paez going to let it bounce in front of him. He takes it on a hop at the 14-yard line, makes a man miss, tries to reverse the field, 15-20. Look out. Paez cuts it back to the middle across the 30, 35-yard line, out to the 36. Good run back there by Ethan Paez. It didn't look like there was going to be a lane there, but he waited on one and runs it back 21 yards to the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Antelopes. Decent starting field position as well. As Abernathy will go back to work offensively here in a 7-all game late in the first quarter. The Eagles and the Antelopes in a rematch from last year's Class 3A regional final. Handoff goes to Alan Macias out across the 40-yard line to the 43. Tell you what, Allen's a workhorse for the Antelopes, and he gets 6 more there for the Antelopes on 1st down. You will take that every time. It'll be 2nd down and 4 coming up now for Abernathy. In the shotgun is Caleb Harrell. There's a hard count at the line of scrimmage, doesn't fool Roosevelt. Now he looks to the sideline for some instruction. Inside of 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Harrell rolling near side. He's being chased from behind. He got free and turns it into Roosevelt territory. 40, 35. Ooh, and this one may come back. A flag flies as Harrell going to take it to the house. But let's check the penalty marker, as I believe this one going to come back, as Harrell stands would be a 58-yard penalty, or a 58-yard touchdown run, but it's going to be a holding call against the Abernathy Antelopes, and that is going to negate a 58-yard touchdown run by the Antelope quarterback. And another costly penalty there against Abernathy is a hold called, and that was pretty late during the run as well. That was after Harrell had gotten down to about the 35-yard line during that 58-yard run. So it still will be first down and 10, as the first down is good. But it'll be first down and 10. Most importantly, that penalty takes a score off the board for the Abernathy Antelopes. It'll be first down and 10 from the 49-yard line, as they're going to spot it on the right hash mark. In the gun is Harrell. There's a reverse handoff, and another flag flies, and it's another false start against Abernathy. And that had a chance to be something there, as Macias was going to kind of take a reverse handoff and go back to the far side of the field. And the penalty kind of exposes what would have been a little bit of a trick play. Not necessarily a trick play, but a unique play out of the bag of tricks for Coach Wiley's group. Instead, it's a 5-yard penalty. It'll be first down and 15. In the shotgun again is Harrell. Takes the snap with a receiver stacked to the near side. It goes to Macias, though, up the middle, and he plows toward midfield. Back to the original line of scrimmage, and it'll be second down. You get the penalty yards back there if you are the Antelopes. Second down and 10 from near midfield for Abernathy. In the shotgun again is Harrell. Harrell takes the snap. It's going to be a design keep the near side. He cuts it back. He may take it to the house again. He's tripped up as he crosses the 40 to the 37-yard line for another First Baptist Church Antelope first down. A good run from the quarterback position there by Harrell. He got tripped up by the laces at the 37-yard line, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Antelopes. In the shotgun again is Caleb Harrell. Hands the ball off up the middle, and Alan Macias, nothing fancy. He puts his head down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Finally coming up to make the stop was Noah Salas for the Eagles at the 28-yard line after a gain of 9, and it will be second down and 1, and we will snap that second and 1 to begin the second quarter as we will switch ends of the field, as that is the end of one quarter tonight from Antelope Stadium here in Abernathy. 7-7, Roosevelt and Abernathy. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football. One of Abernathy's longest-standing businesses is First State Bank. People have been choosing First State Bank for all of their financial and banking needs since 1909. We are proud to be locally owned and operated, and we have 3 locations across the area to serve you. Abernathy's First State Bank is a longtime supporter of the Antelopes and Lady Lopes and wish them the best of luck this season. If we can serve you in any way, drop by and see us at 402 9th Street in Abernathy, or give us a call today at 806-298-2556. And once again, good evening and welcome back here to Antelope Stadium in Abernathy, Texas. Voice of the Antelopes, Ty Horsford, back with you alongside Travis Wickenden behind the lens this evening, bringing you the sights of this evening's contest between the Abernathy Antelopes and the Roosevelt Eagles. We are tied at 7 as we head to the second quarter of play. Empty backfield, second down and 1 for Abernathy to begin the quarter. In the shotgun is Harrell. Receiver spread to both sides. Now Harrell chase from the pocket. He's going to scramble with it, and he throws it. And I believe tapping a foot down over there and making a nice grab. Nope, they say he was out of bounds. On the far sideline, intended receiver that time was number 22, Rolando Martinez. And right as he got back to the line of scrimmage, Harrell saw Martinez break open, and he dumped it to him, but he was too far into the sideline. Third down and a yard. In the shotgun is Harrell. Takes the snap, hands it off to the near side, and it is Macias for a first down to the 26-yard line. First downs on our broadcast brought to you by Abernathy's First Baptist Church. And that's a fresh set of downs for the Antelopes as that takes it inside the 30-yard line. In the shotgun, Harrell. Both sides. Let's see a receiver to the far, two to the near side. Harrell's going to keep it to the near side, as he stumbles across the 15-yard line down to the 10. Harrell followed his lead blockers that time, and he picks up 15 yards, and shockingly, there's not a flag, and it's another first down for the Antelopes. And they can still get a first down, I believe. It's right at the, no, but it's maybe first down and goal from right on the 10-yard line. Ball just inside the left hash. Harrell is in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to Alan Macias, who tries to stretch it to the pylon. He gets there for an Antelope touchdown. That is Alan Macias from 10 yards out, giving Abernathy their first lead of the night. It's a First State Bank Antelope score, and it's 13-7 Abernathy. As Alan Macias takes it to the house from 10 yards out. Walks the dog, if you will, and Slav's PAT is up. It's a slingshot that is through the uprights, and with 11:01 left to play in the first half, Abernathy has their first lead. It's 14-7. The Antelopes on top. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football. At Abernathy's First Baptist Church, our mission is to love God, love people, and to tell the world. Our pastor is Damon Pierce, and we meet for Sunday school at 9:30 a.m. and worship at 10:45. We offer a number of kids and youth activities, as well as a Wednesday night Bible study at 6 p.m. We'd love to welcome you and your family at Abernathy's First Baptist Church. If you have any questions about our church, feel free to give us a call at 806-298-2587. We are proud of our community and our young people, and we wish the Lopes and Lady Lopes the best of luck this school year. And once again, good evening and welcome back, Antelope fans, to Abernathy's Antelope Stadium tonight. As the Antelopes Slav set to kick it off, brought to you by South Plains Auto Ranch. It's a high end-over-end kick, returnable from the 5-yard line for the Velt. Out across the 15, stumbling across the 20 is the return man. That is, I believe, number 14 on the run back, or check that, maybe that's just number 4, Sebastian Sandoval. I believe it was Levi Carrillo on the stop there for the Antelopes in coverage on the kickoff. First down and 10 as Abernathy will take over Roosevelt will take over from their own 25 against this Abernathy defense. 10:52 left to play in the first half of the ball game as the touchdown plastic footballs fly into the home grandstands here from the cheerleaders on the near side of the field. There's a handoff up the middle, and the Antelopes all over it in the middle as Jake Revilla along with Cash Garcia in the big middle of that one defensively for the Lopes. Right at the line of scrimmage, no gain. It'll be second down and 10. There's definitely a battle going on at the line of scrimmage here, going both ways. Maybe a slight advantage right now to the line of the Abernathy Antelopes as the big plays for Roosevelt tonight have come when they've gotten to the edge. Second down and 10 for Roosevelt. Casares under center, takes the snap. He fakes the handoff underneath, gives it wide to the left, and there's one of those plays where Roosevelt's dangerous if they get to the edge and you're going to tack on 15 more. Is a very emphatic flag thrown at the end of that play over there. I think it's going to be a late hit out of bounds as the ball carrier was Hunter Woods. He had about 5 on the run to the sweep to the left side. And we'll check the marker, as I think they call a blow to the head or targeting against Abernathy, maybe the call. That is the discussion taking place. The call was a targeting signal by the official. No ejection signal there, but it is a personal foul penalty against Abernathy at the end of that play, turning a 5-yard gain into a 20-yard gain. And the unfortunate mistakes continue there for Abernathy. Just something you cannot do. As that moves the ball out to the 46-yard line, it'll be first down for Roosevelt as they near midfield. Again, they never spread any receivers anywhere. They keep it all between the tackles. Another flag as Casares rolls to the near side, and he's finally wrangled up at the 47-yard line, but let's check the penalty. Actually, that was Sandoval that got the handoff. It was a quick handoff to Sandoval, and he came running to the near side, and it's going to come back, though. It might have been an illegal formation there for Roosevelt. And that's going to back them up 5. So instead of being 2nd and 5, it'll be first down and 15 here for the Eagles. Tell you what, the officiating crew tonight making their money's worth. Lots of penalty flags on both sides here in the first half of the ball game. Has made it somewhat sloppy as the Antelopes lead 14-7. Both of these teams trying to get to 2-0 in district play. 9.5 minutes left until halftime. Casares squats down under center. This is going to be a free play as Abernathy was offsides, as then the ball may have come out as a hat thrown by the near side line judge, or either that or he didn't have a flag to throw another one. There may be 2 penalties on this one, as this is getting a little ridiculous here. As the initial flag, Abernathy from the left side of that defensive line jumped off sides. So that is at least the 1 penalty. We'll check and see if there's 2 fouls on this play. As you're going to have offsetting penalties here. Legal formation on Roosevelt and offsides on Abernathy defensively, or encroachment. So offsetting penalties, we'll do first down and 15 again here. And I tell you what, I don't know what a record for a number of penalty flags thrown in a half is, but my goodness, this is getting a little bit absurd tonight at Antelope Stadium. And I'm not even necessarily saying they're not happening. It's just been a sloppy first half of football here between these two teams. We go down inside of 9 minutes left in the first half. Under the gun again is Casares. He is going to keep it around the left side as he tucks it across just past the left side of that offensive line into Abernathy territory to the 44. And that's going to be a gain of 13, maybe 14 yards for the Roosevelt quarterback. And after all the penalties, it'll be second down and a yard. From the 45-yard line, it'll be second down and 1 here for the Velt. 8:20 and counting left to play here in the first half of the ball game. Ty Horsford, Travis Wickenden with you tonight from Antelope Stadium. Handoff right up the gut one more time. Following his blockers, actually, Casares pulled it back and kept it himself up the middle. It's really hard to see, and that's what makes this double-edged sword rushing attack for Roosevelt so hard to stop, as it's going to be a first down. As Casares does such a good job of disguising what he's going to do with the football, and he's got 4, 5, maybe 6 guys that he can hand the ball off to. Really keeps opposing defenses on their toes as it goes inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Under center again. This time he does hand it off That was the same play as the snap before, but instead of keeping it, he hands it to Angel Olivares, who runs it for another Roosevelt first down inside the 30, down to the 28 with 7.5 minutes left. And we've got a stoppage of play here. The Antelopes defensively have taken a timeout. We'll catch our breath as well. 14-7 Abernathy. And you're listening tonight to Abernathy Antelope football. The Abernathy community has trusted Abel Funeral Home and Flower Shop since 1991. Todd and his team blessed many families by assisting them with funeral planning and services, while Carly and her crew at the flower shop have you covered with flowers, gifts, registries, and more. Both are locally owned and operated and are proud supporters of the Antelopes and Lady Lopes. If Abel Funeral Home and Flower Shop can serve you in any way, give us a call today or come see us near the corner of 16th Street and Avenue D in Abernathy. At Abel's Funeral Home and Flower Shop, we are cheering the Antelopes and Lady Lopes on to victory this season. Welcome back. 7.5 minutes here at Antelope Stadium left in the first half as Roosevelt trailing 14-7, but they've got it at the Antelope 29 after Abernathy took a defensive timeout. Under center again is Casares. Takes the snap, hands the ball off to number 2, Aiden Russell. And he takes it down near the 20-yard line before he's hit by an Antelope defender. And on this drive, it is Roosevelt winning the battle at the line of scrimmage. Gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3 coming up for the Eagles. With 7 minutes and counting left to play here in the first half of the ball game, Roosevelt trying to tie this thing up. Abernathy leads at 14-7. Under center, there's the snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, another good fake there on the handoff by Casares, and he takes it inside the 15. Roosevelt is into the red zone for the second time tonight. And that's going to be another first down run for the Eagles. Down to the 15-yard line of the Antelopes. 6.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. Abernathy 14-7 the lead. They've scored 14 unanswered, but Roosevelt trying to get back even with Abernathy. Once again, under center is Casares. He hands it off to number 2, as that is Aiden Russell, a massive hole up the middle. It's going to be down inside the 5, down to the 1-yard line as Russell on the carry takes it for 14 yards. And it was really almost 14 yards before an Antelope defender even touched him. Excellent blocking up front there for the Eagles, and it's first down and goal to go for Roosevelt as they're knocking on the door once again. As we go down near 5:40 left to play in the second quarter. Under center is Casares. He takes the snap. He sneaks it, but a flag flies. Offsides or false start, if you will, on a Roosevelt. And so that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The play happened even though they did blow it dead from the near side. And that'll back it up outside the 5-yard line to the 6. And that could end up being a big penalty for Roosevelt, depending on how this kind of series plays out here. Inside of 5:25 to play until halftime. Roosevelt trying to tie it up. The Antelopes, they had a big goal line stand in the third quarter against Idalou last week. Trying to do it again here. Under the center is Casares. He hands it off. Pushing at the goal line and getting into the end zone is Aiden Russell. It's a touchdown for the Eagles. From 6 yards out, Aiden Russell takes it right up the gut, hits the Antelopes in the mouth, and the Velt is a PAT away from tying it up. With 5:07 left to play here in the first half of the ball game. It's been sloppy. It hadn't been pretty, but we've got a good one tonight from Antelope Stadium. Game on in district play. As Sebastian Sandoval to attempt the PAT. The hold is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 5 minutes and 7 seconds left until halftime, Roosevelt has tied it up at 14. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope football. If you need to cool down or heat up, you need to give your friends at JC Refrigeration, Cooling, and Heating a call. As a South Plains leader in heating and air conditioning services, we can handle all of your needs, big or small. We specialize in residential, light commercial, and mobile home services. Give us a call today at 806-744-9855 or come see us at 1606 North University Avenue in Lubbock. JC Refrigeration, Cooling, and Heating is a proud supporter of the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes. And once again, good evening and welcome back here to Antelope Stadium in Abernathy, Texas. As Roosevelt set to kick it off, it's brought to you by the South Plains Auto Ranch this evening. As the Velt will kick it off, Ethan Paez stands at his own 15 to return it. Into a little bit of a breeze here as Sandoval sets to kick it away for the Roosevelt Eagles. He puts his foot into it. It's a high end-over-end kick, returnable from the 17-yard line. Coming back to the near side, it's Rolando Martinez. He comes all the way across the field and gets the corner out across the 30. And he's going to get it close to the 35-yard line here for the Antelopes. Not a bad run back there by Rolando Martinez. And it is going to be first down and 10 for the Antelopes from the 35-yard line on their own side of the field. As in the shotgun is Harrell. Receiver stacked to the short side. That is the Antelope sideline. Harrell's going to keep it that way. Across the 40-45 as he's out near midfield. That's another almost effortless looking run there by Harrell out to midfield and into Roosevelt territory. First down's brought to you by Abernathy's First Baptist Church, and that's a first down run for the Antelope quarterback, Caleb Harrell. First down and 10 to go. As once again in the gun is Harrell. Takes the snap. It's a quick screen to the near side. And turning it up, look out. There's a little bit of room. Making a couple of defenders miss inside the 30. That is Jake Revilla inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line and a gain of 23 yards. Revilla on the snag. I believe that's his second, if not third, catch of the night. And Revilla's got another First Baptist Church Antelope first down. Gets it to the 26-yard line. The Antelopes would love to regain the lead before halftime, as Roosevelt will get it to begin the second half. Harrell is going to keep it. He's got the edge inside the 20, turns it up inside the 10 as he dives for the pylon. Did he get in or did he not? It's a touchdown. About a 10-second delay, but it's an Antelope touchdown as Harrell dives and gets the pylon. Sorry, I got a little distracted as there was an Abernathy offensive player and a Roosevelt defender tangled up back at the 30-yard line on the ground. Everything seems to be okay there, though. And Caleb Harrell takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 30-yard spurt there by the Antelope QB. And just as quickly as Roosevelt tied it up, Abernathy has taken the lead, but Slav's PAT clangs off the upright, and it is no good. So with 4:06 left to play until halftime, it takes Abernathy just 1 minute and 1 second to travel 70 yards and get it into the end zone. The PAT, however, is no good. And Abernathy will have to settle for a 20-14 lead. We'll keep it right here. We don't want you to miss this ensuing kickoff, which once again is brought to you by South Plains Auto Ranch. Special thank you tonight to Nan Riley with Remax Realtors, Vista Bank, St. Clair and Massey Orthodontics, City Gin and Cotton Warehouse, along with Hill Veterinary Services, all proud supporters of the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes. 4:06 left to play here in the first half. Slav kicks it off end over end, returnable from the 13-yard line for Roosevelt, and they're actually going to say the return man took a knee as he caught it at the 14-yard line, and I wondered about that in fast action as the return man on the kickoff as he kind of stooped down to catch it, the knee touched the ground, and so that is no return for the Eagles, and Roosevelt will be backed up inside their own 15-yard line to begin this drive. And really, if you're the Antelopes here, you'd like to go ahead and maintain this lead heading into the locker room, because you know Roosevelt gets the ball to begin the second half, and really an opportunity here presents itself for Roosevelt to kind of get 2 for 1 on offensive possessions, if you will. Still 4:04 left to play, though, in the first half. Casares under the gun. He hands it off up the middle for a short gain. Aiden Russell got the handoff, and he picks up 1 into that Antelope defensive line. It'll be 2nd down and 9 coming up for Roosevelt. Dane Provost comes up to make the stop there for Abernathy, as that'll take us down inside of 3.5 minutes to play here in the first half of the ball game. Almost an hour deep into this one tonight from Antelope Stadium. Under center again is Casares. Casares pitches it to the near side. This time, the Antelopes get out there defensively and make the play. Sandoval got the carry. Number 5 for the Antelopes, Levi Carrillo again got out there, and Abernathy takes a defensive timeout as they want the ball back, and there could still potentially be plenty of time left. We'll take a break as well late in the first half. Abernathy leads 20-14. The Abernathy Independent School District is the heartbeat of our community, and as a TEA-recognized district, our students excel in the classroom, in FFA and 4-H activities, in band, and so much more. Abernathy ISD offers a variety of college-level and dual-credit courses to prepare our students for the future. We are proud of our students and are wishing them the best of luck this season in all they do. At Abernathy ISD, we are students today, leaders tomorrow, and Antelopes forever. And once again, good evening, Abernathy football fans, and welcome back here inside Antelope Stadium in Abernathy, Texas. Abernathy leads it over Roosevelt 20-14 here late in the first half. Roosevelt's got it, facing a 3rd down and 10. Casares in the gun. He pitches it as he took off left. He pitches it out there, and Abernathy all over it again. As number 20, Ethan Paez, tackles Hunter Woods, who had received the pitch there. And we've got another defensive timeout taken by the Antelopes. And this is going to be a defensive stand brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions here on our broadcast. And Abernathy's going to get the ball back with plenty of time left. Still 2:58 left here in the first half as a quick 3-and-out forced by this Antelope defense. As one score or one game we're interested in tonight in district play, it is the Idalou Wildcats playing host to the Coahoma Bulldogs. Of course, Coahoma kind of surprisingly knocked off Littlefield last Friday to get to 5-1. But Idalou has jumped out in front of Coahoma 14-0 tonight in Idalou. So if that result holds, the winner of this game here tonight would be alone atop the district standings after 2 weeks. 2:58 left to play in the first half. Abernathy should get good field position here, and all of a sudden this becomes a big possession as Roosevelt punts it away. Macias going to have a chance from the 40. Look out, 35. He cuts it around the edge, 30, 25. Now Stutter steps inside the 20. Still on his feet, Macias, and a flag comes in as he gets down to the 10-yard line, and this is probably going to be a block in the back for the Antelopes to bring back the return. It would have been a 30-yard return for Ethan Macias, but it is going to be an illegal block against Abernathy, and that's going to negate a good run back by Macias, unfortunately. And unfortunately, the story of tonight's ball game has been penalties really on both teams. Both teams have hurt themselves. As that'll move it back to the 32-yard line. That's where they'll spot it after the 15-yard penalty. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Antelopes. Still plenty of time. 2:43 left until halftime here tonight. We'll do our best this evening to bring you the sights and sounds of the award-winning Abernathy Antelope Marching Band, their performance as they get ready for competition. In the shotgun is Harrell, and Abernathy moved on the line again. As I believe that time coming up out of his stance was Kelton Carver. And that's going to be a offsides penalty against the Antelopes, and that'll back Abernathy up 5 yards. First and 10 becomes first and 15. In the shotgun is Harrell, takes the snap. Looks to get around the edge. Harrell is going to keep it inside the 30. He's had a big night running the football, and another flag comes in. Shocker. As Harrell got the penalty yards back +4, but I believe Abernathy's going to be whistled for another penalty. As this is going to be a hold on the Antelopes. So what would have been a 9-yard run turns into a 10-yard loss, and Abernathy, they're backed up to their own, or to the Roosevelt 43-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark. First down and long here for the Antelopes. In the gun, handoff, coming to the near side, it's Macias. Macias, a huge hole, 35-30. He's inside the 25, carrying a defender inside the 20. Alan Macias takes it into the red zone for a First Baptist Church first down. I tell you what, them Antelope offensive linemen doing a heck of a job up front. Blocking for Harrell and Macias tonight, rushing the football. In the gun again is Harrell. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Slant over the middle. It was there at the 5-yard line, but Macias can't hang on in single coverage as it was broke up. By a Eagle defender. Now we've got a Roosevelt Eagle slow to get up on the play. We've got a timeout on the field here for an injured player. Looks like he's going to be okay. It's Aiden Russell, who's made some big plays tonight for the Eagles, and he's going to jog off on his own power. May have just gotten the wind knocked out of him just a little bit.
Fifth quarter tonight, Abernathy United and St. Isidore. High school only dance after the game at St. Isidore Catholic Church.
As it'll be second down and 10 here for the Antelopes at the 18-yard line. As they're in the red zone. This really turns into a big drive to end the half here for Abernathy, leading by 6, and Roosevelt gets it to begin the second half. In the shotgun is Harrell. He dropped the snap, picks it up, and quickly hands the ball off to number 20, Macias, who somehow picks his way through the defense. He is inside the 10-yard line, and a busted play turns into a First Baptist Church first down once again for the Antelopes. And Abernathy has it, first down and goal. That play didn't look good from the get-go, but credit Harrell for picking up the loose ball and then alertly giving it to Macias, who was cutting across. There's the snap. As Caleb Harrell's going to keep it a QB dive up the gut here, stop short of the goal line. It'll be second down and goal for the Antelopes. Ball going to be just outside the 2. So we go inside of a minute left to play here until halftime. Abernathy trying to extend their lead in the shotgun. There's the snap. Handoff going to the right side. And taking it into the end zone for a touchdown is Alan Macias. His third touchdown of the night. And the Abernathy Antelopes lead is 26-14. It's a First State Bank Abernathy Antelope score. As Slav's point after is up, and it is good. And that PAT brought to you by South Plains Auto Ranch, and that's a big one with 50 seconds left until halftime. Abernathy leads 27-14. We'll take a timeout and come back. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football. As a leader in the agriculture industry, Nutrien Ag Solutions is committed to helping West Texas growers reach their greatest potential. The professionals at Nutrien Ag Solutions pride themselves as being known as the ag retailer of the future, with their focus on customer service. An emphasis is consistently placed on providing the best performing chemical, fertilizer, and seed products, financing programs, and second-to-none technology used in crop consulting and field application for their customers. With 6 retail locations located nearby, they are equipped with experienced agronomists that are able to work alongside you to create the ideal plan for your operation. David Carver and his crew would like to say thank you for those that have entrusted them for years to service their needs, and would also like to wish the Antelopes a successful and blessed year. And welcome back. Final 50 seconds of the first half. And another free kick out of bounds by Vyacheslav Timoshenko for the Antelopes. That kickoff brought to you by the South Plains Auto Ranch. And unfortunately, it's going to come bouncing out of bounds, and that's going to bring it out to the 35-yard line. So you definitely don't want to give up something cheap here to Roosevelt. And in fact, Roosevelt going to make Slav kick it again.
Banging up 5, we'll kick it off from the 35.
As Slav will get another opportunity here. With 50 seconds left here in the first half, and Abernathy leads Roosevelt 27-14. As Slav to kick it off, it's a kind of a short end-over-end kick that is once again on the far sideline. Gonna bounce out of bounds, and once again, a flag flies for a free kick out of bounds. Abernathy. Man, this is the most penalized half of football I've seen in a long time. And once again, Abernathy will kick it again, as they will back it up 5 from the 35. as now even the kickoff's becoming an adventure tonight for the Antelopes. 50 seconds still left to play here in the second quarter, and it is what has been a first half that is creeped by. As Slob to kick it off, it's a booming end-over-end kick that carries Roosevelt's return man back to the 5. That's Sebastian Sandoval. And Sandoval, a huge hole up the middle, and it's one man to beat. He does not beat him. As how about Vyacheslav Timoshenko, the kicker, saving a touchdown there as the foreign exchange student from the Ukraine comes up to make the tackle, as he was excited, I think, because he finally kept one in bounds, and that was a heck of a kickoff there by Slav. And then he makes a touchdown-saving tackle as well. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Eagles. And actually, Roosevelt called for another flag during the return, a holding penalty against Roosevelt during the run back. So that'll back it up to the 26-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10 for the Eagles. 41 seconds left until half. Under center is Casares, hands it off up the middle, takes it to the 27-yard line, and Roosevelt may let this first half run out and take a 27-14 deficit into the locker room. As Roosevelt not in a hurry. They don't have to snap it again if they don't want to. We'll see what they choose to do here. As Roosevelt not even coming to the line of scrimmage, they are going to let it run down, and Roosevelt is going to take this one into the halftime locker room as the Abernathy Antelopes 27 and the Roosevelt Eagles 14 here at halftime. Abernathy scores 27 of the final 34 points in the first half combined, and Abernathy leads it 27-14 here at the intermission as Abernathy, a big touchdown there in the final minute of the first half, which made things a little bit easier breathing-wise for the Antelopes heading to the halftime locker room. 27-14 Abernathy at halftime. We'll take a timeout, an extended break here at the half, and we'll come back and let you take in some of the halftime performance by the award-winning Abernathy Antelope Marching Band. Tonight you're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football.
Thanks for listening to tonight's broadcast. We are currently at our halftime break and will return to the air shortly. Tonight's game is sponsored and proudly provided by the Abernathy Independent School District, First State Bank, Clark Riley Insurance, the First Baptist Church, Abel's Funeral Home and Flower Shop, JC Refrigeration, Cooling and Heating, Nan Riley with Remax Realtors, St. Clair and Massey Orthodontics, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Vista Bank, Ty Horsford with Movements Real Estate, South Plains Auto Ranch, Plains Land Bank, City Gin, and City Gin Cotton Warehouse. If you are interested in showing your support for the Antelopes and Lady Lopes and being a sponsor during our broadcast, call or text us at 806-773-4658. You can rewatch this live broadcast by visiting this same YouTube channel. To stay up to date on the latest news and broadcast information regarding the Antelopes, follow us on Facebook at Abernathy Antelope Sports -broadcast home. Again, we have a break in the action and we will return to the air shortly. Go Lopes and Lady Lopes. One of Abernathy's longest-standing businesses is First State Bank. People have been choosing First State Bank for all of their financial and banking needs since 1909. We are proud to be locally owned and operated, and we have 3 locations across the area to serve you. Abernathy's First State Bank is a longtime supporter of the Abernathy Antelopes and Ladylopes and wish them the best of luck this season. If we can serve you in any way, drop by and see us at 402 9th Street or give us a call today at 806-298-2556. The Abernathy community has trusted Abel's Funeral Home and Flower Shop since 1991. Todd and his team bless many families by assisting them with funeral planning and services, while Carly and her crew at the Flower Shop have you covered with flowers, gifts, registries, and more. Both are locally owned and operated and are proud supporters of the Antelopes and Ladylopes. If Abel's Funeral Home or Flower Shop can serve you in any way, give us a call today or come see us near the corner of 16th Street and Avenue D in Abernathy. At Abel's Funeral Home and Flower Shop, we are cheering the Antelopes and Ladylopes on to victory this season. The Abernathy Independent School District is the heartbeat of our community. As a TEA-recognized district, our students excel at the highest level on the field, in the classroom, in FFA and 4-H activities, in band, and so much more. Abernathy ISD offers a variety of college-level and dual-credit courses to prepare our students for the future. We are proud of our students and are wishing them the best of luck this season in all they do. At Abernathy ISD, we are students today, leaders tomorrow, and antelopes forever. At Abernathy's First Baptist Church, our mission is to love God, love people, and to tell the world. Our pastor is Damon Pierce, and we meet for Sunday school at 9:30 a.m. and worship at 10:45. We offer a number of kids and youth activities, as well as a Wednesday night Bible study at 6 p.m. We'd love to welcome you and your family to Abernathy's First Baptist Church. If you have any questions about our church, feel free to give us a call at 806-298-2587. We are proud of our community and our young people, and we wish the Lopes and Ladylopes the best of luck this school year. Do you have insurance needs? Then your first call needs to be to Clark Riley Insurance in Abernathy. Whether it's personal or business, home or farm, we have you covered with over 30 years of experience. We are locally owned and operated and are proud to call Abernathy home. If we can serve you in any way, stop by and see us on the West Service Road in Abernathy or give us a call today at 806-298-2591. We are always proud of our Lopes and Ladylopes and are backing you all the way this year. Your local leader in real estate is Ty Horsford with Movements Real Estate. In today's real estate market, you need someone you can trust, and that person is Ty Horsford. Whether you're looking to buy, to sell, or to invest, Ty has the knowledge to guide you in the right direction. I'm proud to support the Lopes and Ladylopes and pray that you have a wonderful and successful school year. You don't have to travel across the state to find a used car. South Plains Auto Ranch right here in Abernathy has you covered. Austin and his team are ready to go to work for you to get you in your new ride. With in-house financing available, South Plains Auto Ranch is a win-win situation. Come see us today on South Avenue D in Abernathy or give us a call at 806-298-2200. We are behind the Lopes and Ladylopes this season. If you need to cool down or heat up, you need to give your friends at JC Refrigeration, Cooling, and Heating a call. As a South Plains leader in heating and air conditioning services, we can handle all of your needs, big or small. We specialize in residential, light commercial, and mobile home services. Give us a call at 806-744-9855 or come see us at 1606 North University Avenue in Lubbock. JC Refrigeration, Cooling, and Heating is a proud supporter of the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes. For over 100 years, Plains Land Bank has specialized in financing rural property. We are passionate about agriculture and ensuring that producers are successful. Your land is more than just your livelihood, it's your legacy, and we want to see it grow for generations to come. Let us help you own a piece of Texas. Come visit our Plainview office today or give us a call at 806-296-5579. At Plains Land Bank, we are a proud supporter of our West Texas high school student athletes. As a leader in the agriculture industry, Nutrien Ag Solutions is committed to helping West Texas growers reach their greatest potential. The professionals at Nutrien Ag Solutions pride themselves as being known as the ag retailer of the future with their focus on customer service. An emphasis consistently placed on providing the best performing chemical, fertilizer, and seed products, financing programs, and second-to-none technology used in crop consulting and field application for their customers. With 6 retail locations located nearby, they are equipped with experienced agronomists that are able to work alongside you to create the ideal plan for your operation. David Carver and his crew would like to say thank you for those that have entrusted them for years to service their needs, and would also like to wish the Antelopes a successful and blessed year. Again, thanks for listening to tonight's broadcast, and we are at halftime, but will return to the air shortly. Tonight's game is proudly sponsored and provided by the Abernathy Independent School District, First State Bank, Clark Riley Insurance, Abernathy's First Baptist Church, Abel Funeral Home and Flower Shop, JC Refrigeration, Cooling, and Heating, Nan Riley with Remax Realtors, St. Clair and Massey Orthodontics, Nutrien Ag Solutions, Vista Bank, Ty Horsford with Movements Real Estate, South Plains Auto Ranch, Plains Land Bank, City Gin, and City Gin Cotton Warehouse. Again, we are at halftime, and we will return to the air shortly.
As once again, good evening, Abernathy, Texas, and good evening, fans of the Abernathy Antelopes. Welcome back here inside Antelope Stadium in Abernathy, Texas, where tonight the Abernathy Antelopes lead the Roosevelt Eagles 27-14 here at the half, as the Roosevelt Eagle marching band just finished their halftime performance, and the Abernathy Antelope Commitment to Excellence marching band under the direction of Matt Knight will take the field here momentarily, and we are going to bring you that performance tonight as well as they prepare for their UIL competition. They marched in a kind of a warm-up contest or festival last weekend and performed well, and they continue to prepare for their big UIL marching contest here. Coming up are the Abernathy Antelope Band as they're taking the field. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're actually going to swing our mic out to center field here at the half and let you take in the sights and sound of the performance here by the Abernathy Antelope Marching Band here tonight. It's once again at halftime. It's Abernathy 27 and a Roosevelt 14.
Next up, it's the Abernathy Antelope Marching Band with their show, Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Between 544 and 496 BC, Sun Tzu, great warrior and strategic mastermind, wrote The Art of War, an outline for ultimate victory over the enemy. 3 of his steps include laying plans, appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Next, the use of spies. All warfare is based on deception. In waging war, it is more important to outthink your enemy than to outfight him. We learn that whether good or bad, the experiences we go through in life should be embraced. Victory comes from finding opportunities in problems. Drum majors Seth Allred, Jason Wheatley, and Dakota Thompson, you may begin your performance.
We're not doing this on
And there you have it, the final notes of the halftime marching performance here by the award-winning Abernathy Antelope Marching Band under the direction of band director Matt Knight, as they did a great job as they continue to prepare for contest. We wish the Antelope Band the best of luck. As here we're at halftime as the Abernathy Antelopes lead the Roosevelt Eagles 27-14. As I tell you what, let's go through some halftime scores, if you will, as the scoreboard just went dark here at Antelope Stadium. That's not a good sign, but we will run through some halftime scores here just a couple of minutes out from getting things started in the second half. As some scores from around the state here tonight. A final score, Abilene Wiley has beaten Wichita Falls Rider in a wild one, 39-38. Last night, Lubbock Coronado, a big win over Amarillo High, 28-17. Plainview all over Lubbock High this evening, 62-19. Got a good one going down in Midland tonight as the Midland Bulldogs lead Friendship, 28-21. That game is at halftime. You've got Wall in the third quarter leading Ballinger 22-0. Jim Ned and Clyde tied at 7. That game is at halftime. Also tonight, you've got Childress leading Tulia 28-15. That is a third quarter score. Littlefield all over Stanton tonight, 26-7. That is also in the third quarter. Spearman trails Canadian 21-3. That game is at halftime. And a game that we're keeping an eye on tonight, Idalou at halftime continues to lead Coahoma 14-0. And again, if that result holds and this result holds, Abernathy would be alone in first place after 2 weeks of district play. The Antelopes, Vyacheslav Timanchenko set to kick it off to begin the second half. And we are underway tonight in the second half. Slav's kick is going to go through the back of the end zone for a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Eagles. And all of a sudden, you feel like this becomes a pretty important drive for Roosevelt as Abernathy, with some momentum, leading 27-14. You feel like if the Antelopes could get a defensive stop here to begin the third quarter, and especially if they took that and went and put points on the board, it really might take the air out of the sails of this Roosevelt ball club. Nathan Casares again on the field at quarterback, crouching under center, hands the ball off to the near side, and the Antelopes are there. It's number 11 for Abernathy. That is Jake Ravia. He's played well tonight for the Antelopes. He makes the tackle near the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 10 coming up for the Eagles, and there's an Eagle slow to get up at the 29-yard line, right in the middle of the field. Again, that was the first snap here tonight of the third quarter. And you hope he's okay, as both teams have taken a knee here. 3 touchdown runs in the first half by Alan Macias, pacing the Abernathy Antelopes here tonight, as the injured Eagle is number 53, J.P. Naranjo, as he is slowly making his way off the field, but it does look like under his own power, so that's a good sign for the Eagles. Naranjo, a sophomore, 5'10", 190-pound lineman for the Eagles. It'll be second down and 10 as we go back to play here. Roosevelt's got it at their own 25-yard line, as we inch near 11 and a half minutes to play here tonight in the third quarter. Antelopes on top, 27-14. Under center again is Casares. He takes the snap. He hands the ball off. Ball might have come out, and the Antelopes may have it, as they do. as Jackson Wiley falls on it, coming out of the arms of Aiden Russell. Russell fumbled it. He had it stripped on his way through the defensive line, and Jackson Wiley for the Antelopes recovers the fumble. That's a defensive stop brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions. It's the first turnover tonight by either team, and this is just what we talked about. The Antelopes get a stop defensively. If they can go get points on the board, Abernathy will seemingly be in control. Handoff coming to the near side. It is Macias inside the 20, inside the 15. And I tell you what, when Abernathy hasn't hurt themselves via the penalty, they have absolutely dominated the line of scrimmage. And we've got another flag, speaking of, against the Antelopes. My goodness. I didn't see the flag that time. But it's holding the call against Abernathy, and that'll negate what would have been a first down run by Alan Macias. And it'll be first down and 15. Officials definitely not letting anything slide tonight. In the gun is Harrell. He takes the snap. He hands the ball off one more time up the middle, and there's a big push by the defensive front of Roosevelt. As number 21, Matthew Rocha, in on the stop. And got 4 of the 5 penalty yards back. It'll be 2nd and 11 coming up for the Antelopes as they've got it inside the Roosevelt 30 after Jackson Wiley recovered the Aiden Russell fumble a moment ago. In the shotgun is Caleb Harrell, and what do we got? Timeout taken by the Eagles as they take a timeout defensively here early on in the third quarter. 10:25 left to play until the end of the third quarter. We'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to Antelope Football.
For over 100 years, Plains Land Bank has specialized in financing rural property. We are passionate about agriculture and ensuring that producers are successful. Your land is more than just your livelihood, it's your legacy, and we want to see it grow for generations to come. Let us help you own a piece of Texas. Come visit our Plainview office today or give us a call at 806-296-5579. At Plains Land Bank, we are a proud supporter of our West Texas High School student athletes.
And once again, welcome back here to Abernathy out of the timeout. Harrell takes the snap from the shotgun. He tries a stiff arm as he keeps it to the left side, but this time it's a nice defensive play by Nathan Casares for the Eagles. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Lost 3 yards, did Caleb Harrell that time as he tried to stiff arm Casares, but Casares fought through it and made a nice open field tackle. And it's going to be 3rd down and long here for the Antelopes. 3rd down and 14. They need to get it down to about the 17-yard line to move the sticks here. In the gun is Harrell. Empty backfield, looking to throw. Steps up, airs it out over the middle. He overshot his intended target. It's incomplete near the goal line. Landry Miller was cutting across the field. He was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. Probably go for it territory for the Antelopes, as you hate to waste the fumble recovery a moment ago by Jackson Wiley. But Roosevelt's defense trying to make a big stop of their own. 4th down and a long 13, short 14 here. 3 receivers to the far side. Harrell is in the shotgun. He rolls near or far side, but guess what? Another flag against Abernathy. False start on the Antelopes. There's some chatter down below here of the Antelope faithful have let them play, but my goodness, if you're offsides, you're offsides, and that's something Abernathy is going to have to correct if they want to get the places they want to get this season. In the shotgun again is Caleb Harrell. The 4th down comes even harder, and now Harrell going to just do a little bit of a quick kick, and it does take an Abernathy bounce Inside the 15, it'll roll dead to the 10. And so Harrell took a quick snap, and it was 4th down and so long. Kind of from no man's land, Abernathy does the quick pooch kick, and they back Roosevelt up to their own 10-yard line. So Abernathy can't take advantage of the Roosevelt fumble deep on their own side of the field. And the Eagles and Nathan Casares will take over at their own 11-yard line. Again, Ty Horsford alongside Travis Wickenden tonight behind the camera, doing a nice job for us. And it's a beautiful night for football here. Fall in October in West Texas. You can't beat it. Abernathy leads 27-14. Under center is Harrell, takes the snap. Handoff goes up the middle, and a huge gaping hole, and it's a foot race to the end zone. Antelopes are going to catch him from behind. It actually was not a handoff. Nathan Casares, an excellent fake. He had a sliver of a hole up the middle. He burst through it for a huge gain, a 52-yard run by the Roosevelt quarterback, and it is in that Abernathy territory to the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Eagles. Outside of the opening snap of the night, that's the biggest offensive play tonight for Roosevelt. And it's 1st down and 10. Under center is Casares, same play, and this time the Eagles were offsides. Roosevelt has had their fair share of penalties tonight as well. And 1st down and 10 will become 1st down and 15. 8:53 left to play here in the third quarter. The Eagles trying to get this game back to within a single possession. The penalty backs the ball up outside the 40 to the 41-yard line. Ball is going to be on the left hash mark here for the Eagles. Nathan Casares under center, looking to take the snap. He is going to once again fake the pitch and keep it up the middle inside the 30. And again, Abernathy's having a difficult time stopping that play here in the second half on the fake handoff or fake toss, and Casares keeps it. He picks up 14 right up the middle of the field, inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and short coming up here for the Eagles. It's a gain of 14 for the quarterback Casares, as Abernathy leads 27-14 tonight here at home. Under center is Casares, takes the snap. This time he does hand it off up the middle. It is a short gain, but it's going to be another 1st down for Roosevelt inside the 25-yard line, or right at the 25-yard line. Didn't need much, didn't get much, and that'll move the sticks for the Eagles as we inch inside of 7:30 to play here tonight in the third quarter. Roosevelt hanging around with the Abernathy Antelopes. Roosevelt, a very dangerous team, a team you don't want to give them an opportunity late into this ball game. Under center is Casares. Thought there was movement up front. Yep, there's the flag. As the pitch came to the near side, it was going to be a pitch to Sebastian Sandoval. But it's an offsides penalty, or false start, if you will, against the Eagles. I often refer to that as an offsides, and I've got a brother that gives me a hard time for that. The technical call there is false start against the Eagles. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st down and 15 against Roosevelt. Fake handoff up to the middle, pitch to the near side, coming for the Eagles, and it's going to go inside the 20-yard line, 25-yard line, as Sebastian Sandoval wrestled to the ground there by Rolando Martinez. A gain of 8 yards as Lots of movement as Nathan Casares, we talked about it tonight, he does a good job to take the snap and disguise what he's wanting to do, and that's what makes this about four-headed rushing attack for Roosevelt so difficult to stop. You just never know where the ball's going. As we near 6 minutes to play here in the quarter. Under center is Casares. He once again pitches it to the left. Trying to stretch it out is number 5, Hunter Woods. And once again, in hot pursuit for Abernathy was Martinez. A gain of 4. It'll be 3rd down and 4 here. Big play coming up for the Antelope defense as they try and get off the field here, is inching into the latter stages of this third quarter. This is a important drive for both teams as Roosevelt tries to claw their way back and the Antelopes trying to deflate the sails of the Roosevelt sail. Under center is Casares again. Takes the snap, flag flies, big gaping hole up the middle. It's a Roosevelt touchdown barring the penalty. I believe it was a fake handoff, fake toss, and a quarterback keeper by Casares, but bring it back. A false start penalty on Roosevelt. They let the play go on, so it might have been an illegal formation for the Eagles. Abernathy has had a touchdown taken off the board tonight via penalty, and now so has Roosevelt. That takes away an 18-yard touchdown run by Nathan Casares. And that'll be a 5-yard mark off against the Roosevelt Eagles back to the 23-yard line. Ball on the left hash mark as we near 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. The Antelope defense looking to hold again. Inside of 5 minutes to play. In the third, Abernathy, they lead 27-14. That's what it was at halftime. Under center is Casares. He will keep it inside the 15, and I tell you what, he got a first down. Nathan Casares, another fake and another keep, and it is a first down for the Eagles and a gain of 9. You know what's coming, and you still can't stop it. That's the frustrating thing about playing this Roosevelt Eagle offense. And an Eagle kind of slow to get off the field here. That's Hunter Woods. He's replaced by Bram Raven. So it looks like Woods is okay, just a little slow walking off across the way. 4:42 left to play in the third quarter, and another fresh set of downs for the Eagles. You thought you had a chance there defensively for the Antelopes. The Eagles convert. Under center is Casares. Takes the snap, fakes the pitch. Now he does pitch it, a little bit of a delayed pitch around the edge. And on the carry is number 4, Sebastian Sandoval. And Abernathy kind of lucky they didn't get called for a horse collar right there. As in pursuit defensively for the Antelopes was Riley Rivera. But another first down run for the Eagles, and it's first down and goal as Roosevelt knocking on the door to make this a one-possession game once again. Ball spotted just inside the right hash mark at the 3-yard line. 4:20 left here in the third quarter. Under center is Casares, takes the snap, and I think Roosevelt, they were offsides again as the carry goes into the end zone, but it's not going to matter. I think the play blew dead, even though play didn't stop, but it's another false start penalty against Roosevelt. And I don't have the penalty numbers, but my goodness, both teams probably at or above 100 yards penalties or more, I would imagine. This has just been unreal, the number of flags that have been thrown tonight at the Antelope Stadium here in Abernathy, Texas. So we near 4 minutes to play. That'll back the ball up to the 8.5-yard line. This is almost a must-score drive for the Eagles. Makes it equally as important for the Antelopes. So if I'm not mistaken, as Abernathy actually checked that, Roosevelt is going to take a timeout. And if I'm not mistaken, this drive for Roosevelt started back at their own 10-yard line after a pooch kick by Caleb Harrell. After Abernathy could not take advantage of a Roosevelt fumble, the Eagles have traveled 85 yards down the field, and they've taken about 6 minutes to do it. And they've got an opportunity to get in within one possession here. As a special thank you tonight to Nan Riley with Remax Realtors, Vista Bank, St. Clair, and Massey Orthodontics, City Gin Cotton Warehouse, and Hill Veterinary Services. All proud supporters of the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes. As well tonight, want to recognize our avid Antelope fans on the broadcast. You see them there on the screen. You can be included in that list for just $20. And you see the instructions on how to be included in that list as well. Thankful for all of our support for the Lopes and Lady Lopes and our broadcasts. Out of the timeout, first down and goal to go for the Eagles. There's a pass towards the end zone, and it's going to fall incomplete. Is not able to hold on. Was the intended receiver, as that's just the second pass of the night for Roosevelt. I believe that was Gonzalez, the intended target. And it is second down and goal here for Roosevelt. Under center, Casares fakes the handoff, pulls it back, and dives forward to the 5. That's a gain of about 3 yards for Casares. And it's third down and goal here for the Eagles. Abernathy's defense, they had a big goal line stand in the third quarter against Idalou last week. They're trying to do it again here against the Roosevelt Eagles. As we near 3 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. As under center is Casares. He pitches it to the near side, tries to get to the edge. Reaching for the goal line is number 4, and getting into the end zone is Sebastian Sandoval. From 4 yards out, it's a 4-yard touchdown run by Roosevelt's number 4, Sandoval. And this is a one-possession game with under 3 to play in the third quarter. Roosevelt right back in it here late in the third quarter, pending an all-important extra point. Abernathy has missed one of those tonight, so Roosevelt an opportunity to get within 6. As Sandoval will kick it here for Roosevelt. The hold is down, the kick is up, the kick is good, and with 2:57 left in the third quarter, don't go anywhere, folks. Roosevelt is within 6 at 27-21. We'll take a timeout and come back. You're listening to Abernathy Football.
Your local leader in real estate is Ty Horsford with Movements Real Estate. In today's real estate market, you need someone you can trust, and that person is Ty Horsford. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, Ty has the knowledge to guide you in the right direction. I'm proud to support the Lopes and the Lady Lopes and pray that you have a wonderful and successful school year.
And welcome back here, Antelope fans, into Antelope Stadium at Abernathy High School, Abernathy, Texas. Roosevelt has drawn within 27-21 with 2:57 to play here in the third quarter. Big possession here for Abernathy to try and answer as the Eagles kick it off. It's returnable from the 18-yard line. Coming back to the near side is Rolando Martinez. Martinez gets the edge, and then the turf monster got him at the 33-yard line. As he turned it up the field, a run back of about 13 yards for Rolando. And it will be first down and 10 for the Abernathy Antelopes. 2:49 left here in the third quarter. Abernathy letting the Roosevelt Eagles hang around here, and we talked about it a little bit ago. Roosevelt, a dangerous team to let hang around. In the shotgun is Harrell. He takes the snap. Harrell going to keep it around the right side. Turns it up. Has a hole across the 40. Look out, Harrell. 45-40. It's a foot race down the sideline inside the 30 before he's wrestled down at the 23. That is a 43-yard gain for the quarterback, Caleb Harrell. Another Eagle slow to get up on the far sideline. Caleb Harrell's had some big runs tonight for the Antelopes. That is a First Baptist Church first down. He's got another one right there. And we will check the injury across the way. It almost looks like a leg injury of some kind, even potentially a cramp across the way for the Eagle defender. So I think that's what it is. They just kind of drag him out of the field of play so that they can continue action on the field. You would assume it's probably not all that serious if they just kind of dragged him. And I believe we will play on here. .236 left to play tonight in the third quarter. Abernathy leads Roosevelt 27-21. First down and 10 from the Eagle 25. Abernathy trying to answer the Roosevelt score. In the shotgun is Harrell. He takes the snap, hands the ball off to the near side, and pulled down from behind. That's a horse collar all day long. There's the flag as Macias was pulled down behind the line of scrimmage, but done so by the horse collar. Ooh, there's also a holding penalty on Abernathy, and those penalties are going to offset. That offsetting penalty benefits the Eagles big time. And we will replay first down and 10. So holding Abernathy, horse collar, or Roosevelt, offsetting penalties, and we will replay the down. In the shotgun is Harrell. He takes the snap, hands the ball off, sweep to the right. Macias tries to get the edge. He does. He's got a First Baptist Church first down as he's pushed out of bounds inside the 15. Nice run there by Alan Macias. You hold your breath and look for a flag. There is not one. There seems like there's been a flag on the majority of plays tonight. Lots of plays called back, but this one does not. First down and 10 for the Antelopes. Into the red zone again. In the shotgun is Harrell. Harrell takes the snap. This is going to be a design keep. Another flag coming from the near side as Harrell's wrestled down at the 11-yard line. We'll check the penalty flag. Legal formation against Abernathy. Another 5-yard penalty against the Antelopes. I'm assuming that's what those calls are. They're signaling false start, but they're not blowing it dead, which makes me think it's an illegal formation call. Both teams have had that some tonight. And that'll be a 5-yard penalty. And that'll back the Antelopes up to the 20-yard line. First down and 15 now coming for the Lopes. As we're inside of 150 to play here in the third. In the shotgun is Harrell. He takes the snap. Harrell going to keep it around the edge. He goes untouched into the end zone, or did he get out of bounds just shy of the goal line? He reached out across, but I think he's out just shy at the 1.5-yard line. But that's a First Baptist Church first down run by Caleb Harrell, and it's first down and goal for the Abernathy Antelopes. Harrell, he's had a big night rushing the football for Abernathy. In the gun is Caleb. He takes the snap, hands the ball off. Up the middle, Macias. 4th touchdown of the night. Alan Macias has it, and it's a First State Bank Antelope touchdown. And that is a big answer by the Abernathy Antelope offense, as they answer the Roosevelt score with one of their own. And Abernathy's lead is back to 2 touchdowns at 33-21. PAT pending. The hold, the kick, it's up, and it's good by Slav. And with 1:37 to play in the third quarter, Abernathy now leads Roosevelt 34-21. We'll take a timeout and come back. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football.
You don't have to travel across the state to find a used car. South Plains Auto Ranch, right here in Abernathy, has you covered. Austin and his team are ready to go to work for you to get you in your new ride. With in-house financing available, South Plains Auto Ranch is a win-win situation. Come see us today on South Avenue D in Abernathy, or give us a call at 298-2200. We are behind the Lopes and Lady Lopes this season.
As once again, good evening, Abernathy fans. Welcome back here to Antelope Stadium for the South Plains Auto Ranch kickoff here for the Antelopes, as they have extended their lead now out to 34-21. As Slav will kick it off. High, short, end-over-end kick that's fumbled at the 15-yard line, picked up, and Roosevelt is barely going to make it back to the 20. Good coverage there by the Abernathy Antelopes, and it'll be 80 yards of real estate facing the Roosevelt offense. With 91 seconds to play here in quarter number 3. We were talking about it at halftime. For a lot of tonight, the Antelope offense, they've won the battle at the line of scrimmage, and when they haven't hurt themselves with penalties, which they've done a lot of, they've almost moved the ball at will against this Roosevelt defense. It's a defense for Roosevelt that came in tonight giving up 26.5 points per game. As Aiden Russell got the handoff up the middle that time for Roosevelt. He gets 8 right out of the box, and it'll be second down and 2 for the Eagles. As the next snap will come inside of 60 seconds left here in the third, with Abernathy leading 34-21 in a penalty-littered night here at Antelope Stadium. Under center is Casares. He is going to again hand the ball off to Russell. And he picks up a first down for the Eagles. He needed 2. He got 6 towards the left tackle. And it will be first down and 10 for the Eagles. They've run the ball at times tonight pretty effectively as well against this Abernathy defense. Inside of 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Abernathy leading 34-21. Under center is Nathan Casares. He takes the snap, he pulls it back, and he is pulled to the ground shy of the 40-yard line after a short gain. And that is going to be the final snap of the third quarter. And we will have a 2nd down and 8 facing Roosevelt to begin the final 12 minutes. 3 quarters in the books tonight with Abernathy leading the Velt 34-21 here at home. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football.
Do you have insurance needs? Then your first call needs to be to Clark Riley Insurance in Abernathy. Whether it's personal or business, home or farm, we have you covered with over 30 years of experience. We are locally owned and operated and are proud to call Abernathy home. If we can serve you in any way, stop by and see us on the West Service Road in Abernathy, or give us a call today at 806-298-2591. We are always proud of our Lopes and Lady Lopes and are backing you all the way this year.
And welcome back as we begin the fourth quarter tonight from Antelope Stadium in Abernathy, Texas. The Roosevelt Eagles will be facing a 2nd down and 8 from their own 36-yard line. Ball spotted on the left hash mark. And once again, the handoff goes to Russell into the middle of this pile, a gain of 2. Harmless gain of 2 to the 38. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Here coming up for the Roosevelt Eagles. Is all of a sudden in the way these two teams are playing offenses tonight and keeping it on the ground for the most part. Time's going to quickly become a factor for the Eagles. Under center is Nathan Casares. He takes the snap, pitches it wide, trying to pick his way through the defense, and he does. The Antelopes had Sebastian Sandoval near the line of scrimmage. He eluded 3 Antelope tacklers and picks up a 1st down for the Roosevelt Eagles. Out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Sandoval, a slippery run to keep the drive alive here for Roosevelt. 1st down and 10 to their own 46. Ball spotted just inside the right hash mark as we go inside of 11 minutes to play. Abernathy trying to hold on. Under center is Nathan Casares. Handoff once again goes to the middle. As number 50, Cash Garcia, comes up to make the tackle. And it will be 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Roosevelt Eagles with 10.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. In the shotgun, who am I fooling? Under center is Casares, pitch to the near side. It's coming to Woods. Hunter Woods gets the edge into Abernathy territory to the 48-yard line. And that'll bring up a 3rd and manageable 4 yards here for Roosevelt. A gain of 4 yards for Hunter Woods. To the Antelope 48-yard line. As we near 10 minutes to play in the fourth quarter tonight. Hunter Casares under center for the Eagles. Takes the snap, hands the ball off. It goes to Russell. And Russell dives forward to the 46. He's short of the 1st down by 1.5 yards and a huge 4th down coming up here for Roosevelt. Abernathy's defense, this is the biggest play of the game to this point as they're looking to deny the Eagles here on 4th down and short from the Lope 46. As we roll down under 9:40 to play, Antelopes leading 34-21. Casares under center again. And Abernathy, who's offsides. Roosevelt to the Antelopes. And there's a flinch up front on the offensive line of the Roosevelt Eagles. As Abernathy jumped, but the official says they were drawn offside. And that'll be a big one against Roosevelt. That's a 5-yard penalty back to the 49.5-yard line on their own side of the field. 4th down and 6 now. Ball going to be just a hair inside the left hash mark. Under center is Casares. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, pitches wide. It goes to Sandoval, and he doesn't get the corner. As the Antelope defense is there, Rolando Martinez, how do you do? And that's a massive stop by the Antelope defense, brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions. And the ball will go over on downs, and the Antelopes will have it, and maybe a chance to put this one to bed, as they'll take over at the 49-yard line on their own side of the field. 34-21, the Antelopes lead. And the Abernathy offense will go to work. Handoff to Macias. He is slung by a defender down inside the 45 to the 43 in a gain of 6. You'll take that on first down. It'll be 2nd down coming up for the Antelopes, and you might as well let as much of that clock run off here as you can. All of a sudden, the clock becomes your friend if you're the Abernathy Antelopes. Last check on that Idalou game tonight, the Wildcats led Coahoma 21-10. In the shotgun is Harrell. He'll keep it up the middle. Another gaping hole for the Antelope quarterback inside the 30-yard line. He got free as a defender had him wrapped up. Harrell says, no, sir, I'm going to go to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. What a run by the Antelope quarterback. 43 yards, and it's a First State Bank touchdown. One of the best runs of the year, and that one by the Antelope quarterback, Caleb Harrell. A couple of different times it appeared the defense had him to the ground, but he gets free and scores. And it's 40-21. The Antelopes extend the lead again. As Slav's PAT is no good. He pushed it to the left. So with 8:12 left in the ball game, Abernathy now leads Roosevelt 40-21. One of Abernathy's longest-standing businesses is First State Bank. People have been choosing First State Bank for all of their financial and banking needs since 1909. We are proud to be locally owned and operated, and we have 3 locations across the area to serve you. Abernathy's First State Bank is a longtime supporter of the Antelopes and Lady Lopes and wish them the best of luck this season. If we can serve you in any way, drop by and see us at 402 9th Street in Abernathy or give us a call today at 806-298-2556. And welcome back, Antelope fans, here to Antelope Stadium in Abernathy, Texas. Voice of the Antelopes, Ty Horsford, with you tonight alongside Travis Wickenden behind the camera. And this kickoff by Vyacheslav Timenchenko, brought to you by the South Plains Auto Ranch, following an electrifying touchdown run by Caleb Harrell. The Eagles will run it back from their own 8. It is Sebastian Sandoval. He got across the 20, and that's it before he is slung to the ground. And it will be 1st down and 10 for the Eagles. And Roosevelt, not an offense that's going to play from behind very well, because they're such a one-dimensional offense. They don't necessarily score points in a hurry unless they get a big play. And with only 8:06 remaining now in the ball game, the Antelopes have opened up a 3-score lead on the Eagles at 40-21. Under center is Nathan Casares. He takes the snap and goes into the pile for a short gain. Gain of 3. Aiden Russell got the handoff that time. Second down from the 24-yard line. Under center. Pitch coming to the near side from Casares. Trying to stretch it. That's Raven, the ball carrier, Bram Raven. And the Antelope defense stretches as well. There were 4 Antelopes there to make the tackle. Levi Carrillo, among others, there to make the tackle for the Abernathy Antelopes. 3rd down and 7 coming up. That was no gain on the run by Bram Raven. Under 7 minutes to play now in the fourth quarter. Antelopes closing in on what would be a lone in first place heading into week 3 of district play. We'll see if we can't check on that Idalou-Kahoma ball game. Under center is Casares. He's looking to throw, and he's going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage. The defense got to him again. The pocket collapsed, and so did Casares. Landry Miller does the honor. And it's going to be 4th down for the Eagles. The Eagles are going to have to punt from near their own goal line. It's a good punt that carries Macias back inside his 40. He's kind of looking for a space. Can he get free? No, he cannot at the 43-yard line, and a flag flies in at the end of the play. If I had $1 for every time I've said flag on the play tonight, I would be a rich man. And that is going to back the ball up to the 30-yard line. Another penalty on Abernathy. During the return, it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Antelopes. From the 30-yard line, ball going to be spotted on the right hash mark here for the Antelopes with 5:42 to play in the game. Harrell in the shotgun, hands the ball off. You're going to get a heavy dose of Alan Macias, I would think, on this drive as the Antelopes try and grind it out here at home. Abernathy back on the road next Friday. It'll be a big one as they head to Littlefield to battle the Wildcats. Be another big obstacle in the road for the Antelopes on their way to what they're hoping is a district championship. They would be in the driver's seat with a win here tonight, but you've still got the likes of Littlefield and Kahoma looming ahead on that schedule. In the shotgun, there's the snap to Harrell. He hands the ball off around the left side. It is Macias again. He'll take it across the 40, and that's a First Baptist Church 1st down for the Antelopes. and that will keep the drive alive and run some more precious time off the clock here in the fourth quarter for the Abernathy Antelopes as we go down under 4:40 to play in regulation. As pesky would be a good word to describe Roosevelt tonight. They haven't let it come easy for the Abernathy Antelopes, but Abernathy's had enough offense to overcome some self-inflicted penalties as well. In the shotgun is Harrell. Another handoff goes to Macias, and he stretches forward for 2. And it will be 2nd down and 8 for the Antelopes as once again they'll let the clock roll inside of 4 minutes. Roosevelt only 1 timeout left. They can only stop it one more time. They had to take some timeouts earlier in the half. The Eagles are going to drop to 3-4 on the season, and this will break a 3-game winning streak for Roosevelt. In the shotgun is Harrell. Huge hole. I could have run through that one. Tremendous blocking up front by the Antelopes, and Alan Macias holding the knee as he took a hard spill at the end of that one. And as an Antelope fan, you hold your breath as Alan Macias is in some pain at the 43-yard line. As Antelope Stadium goes quiet, and you got to hope that he's okay. And it looks like maybe he is, as a huge XL here in Antelope Stadium, as he's a piece of this puzzle you need in the lineup. And it's Macias walking off the field gingerly, but under his own power. You've probably seen all of Alan Macias tonight, because you're not going to need him the rest of the way. 1st down and 10, Abernathy. Macias has 4 touchdowns on the ground tonight for the Abernathy Antelopes. 1st down and 10 it'll be from the 45-yard line. As we near 3 minutes to go in the game. In the gun is Harrell. Hands it off to Rolando Martinez. Martinez gets the edge. Rolando, big play, Martinez to the house. And it's an Antelope touchdown again. But it's going to come back as they're going to call a hold on the Abernathy Antelopes. A flag flies, and it's holding against Abernathy. Hold everything as Coach Wiley throws his hands up in disgust. The hold-happy officiating crew has called another one and taken another Antelope touchdown off the board. That would have been a 45-yard run by Rolando Martinez, but instead it'll be a 10-yard penalty against the Antelopes. As that backs it all the way up to the 46-yard line. In the shotgun is Harrell. He takes the snap. He once again hands it off to Rolando. And I tell you what, he doesn't get a ton of carries, but Rolando Martinez, I have been extremely impressed with what I've seen from him out of the Antelope backfield this year. And he runs it for a 1st down. 1st down's brought to you by First Baptist Church on our broadcast. Inside of 2.5 minutes to play now in the ball game. It's 1st down and 10 for the Antelopes inside the 35 down to the 33. As it'll go inside of 2 minutes before the Lopes take another snap here. 1st down and 10. In the shotgun is Harrell. Another handoff to Rolando, sweep to the right. He gets the edge inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line. Right at a gain of 10 for the big number 22. Just short of a 1st down by about a yard. And Abernathy can run another 30 seconds off the clock. As we are going to tick inside of 90 seconds left to play tonight, with the Antelopes leading Roosevelt tonight at home 40-21. In the shotgun is Harrell. Harrell's going to take the snap. He hands it off to Rolando, who's a tough cat to bring down, and he takes it inside the 20, down to the 18, and that's another first down for the Antelopes. Brought to you by Abernathy's First Baptist Church. Abernathy will just have to snap it a couple of more times here, and they're going to get to 2-0 in district play. They're in the red zone again. Victory formation for Abernathy. They're going to let the clock run down. They're going to snap it one more time. There's the knee. The Antelopes will not have to snap it again. And the Abernathy Antelopes have defeated the Roosevelt Eagles tonight 40-21, successfully avenging 2 losses to Roosevelt a season ago. More importantly, the one in the regional finals from a year ago. Abernathy has defeated Roosevelt 40-21 tonight here at home. Abernathy is now 5-2 on the season, and they are, more importantly, 2-0 in district play. And if that Idalou-Kahoma score held tonight in Idalou, Abernathy is sitting alone atop the district standings heading into week 3. Another tough one for Abernathy next Friday, as they're on the road in Littlefield to battle the Littlefield Wildcats. We'll be there. Another 7 p.m. kickoff, 6:45 with the pregame next Friday as Abernathy makes the trip to Littlefield. As tonight, Abernathy overcomes a lot of self-inflicted mistakes in the penalty yard category. Roosevelt had quite a few as well. And the Antelopes get out of here tonight with a